Here we go. Welcome back everyone for today's daily match. I picked this match from last night's CraftCup. It's from the semi-finals. And well, I guess most of you guys already heard about the CraftCup. It's probably one of the most active events in the Starcraft 2 community. They make tournaments pretty much on a weekly basis, sometimes even shorter periods like every 3 days. And because they have prize monies and they have a very smooth organization, they end up attracting a lot of pro gamers. I can recall shoutcasts made by me that are on the channel from Demaga and Huck and such on the CraftCup, especially because they cover both North American and the European servers, so they end up getting a lot of high reputation and very skilled players. And it's the case as well on this match, because it's going to be a TVT, a Terran mirror match, and it's between two of the finest Terran players playing in Europe at the moment. Let me present the players. You have here the yellow Terran, it's BratOK or BratOK as you feel like it. And here on the blue Terran you have SjoW. He has all of that name. I'm going to try to give you a further insight into who he is. SharkGSjoW basically he has that name because when he started playing Starcraft 2 he was on the team Shark Gaming Systems, and though it shows SharkGS on his name. He's a Swedish player, very good player. He's now representing Team Dignitas, and he has been one of the quality Terrans playing on the EU servers for quite a while now. He is so good that his team sent him to play on the MLG rally. I think it was a month ago. He ended up 5th place there, earned $500, and well, keep in mind that he faced the North American monsters there, the finest players available on the North American servers, talking about Huck and Kiwikaki and Murder and other players, Drewby, so many QXC. I'm not gonna make a list now, there's no need for it. So he did fairly well. A 5th place there was quite good, and he's playing here, as you can see, as the blue Terran. As for BratOK or BratOK, well, he's a Russian player. He holds a reputation previous to start playing Starcraft 2, because in 2009 he was the winner of the World Cyber Games in Russia, and on the same year he also won the DreamHack, the Winter Edition in Sweden. And obviously those are two big events that he won, and he gained him a lot of reputation. Now he's one of the finest players from the roxkis clan. roxkis standing for Radical Online Extremists. And he's been playing Starcraft 2 since the beta. I recall seeing matches from him in the beta. Oh, this Marine just got shoved off by the defenses from BratOK. And he's been doing very well. He's one of the highest ranked Terrans at the moment. And I can only think about this too, but I'm just trying to get from the top of my head more Terrans in Europe that I found references. Maybe the Muslim, I like the Muslim a lot, he's a very good player. And I'm pretty sure there's at least a couple more that I'm just gonna let pass for now. I'm going to focus a bit on the match, take a look at what they're doing for their openings. As you guys know, TVT is one of the most flexible mirror matches. It allows you, even getting the same opening, it allows you to just branch away from it and go for different approaches to the game. So I'm not sure exactly which way they're going, but we might be seeing some very different approaches, very different strategies to face off his opponent and just put some pressure on him. I guess we're going to start seeing that pretty soon. For now, here on SjoW's side, he only has the racks, getting the tech lab in it, tech lab also on the factory, and that's basically it for now. He's already playing out of 2 gas. And meanwhile, here on the OK side, on BratOK side, he's playing also with 2 gas, already has the 111 opening, switching his starport with his factory, attaching the tech lab there, so we can get, as you can see, a Raven, which is a very effective unit, especially when your opponent goes like mass Marauder. With the point difference drone you can just hold most of the shots from a Marauder. It's very effective. And meanwhile these barracks are just getting some Marines out. So not sure exactly what's his approach going to be for now, though Steam Pack here for SjoW might indicate he's going to go for Marine Marauder Ball, and Infernal Pre-Igniter getting researched as well. So he might be investing on some mass Hellions, maybe to prepare some kind of a RAS to his to his opponent, to BratOK. He's going for the 1-1-1 opening. As you guys can see, he's just finishing the starport, and meanwhile he's massing Hellions here and might be considering making some kind of time push, waiting for the pre-igniter to be complete so he can actually advance there. What else is going on here on BratOK's side? Well, he's going straight Marine for now, it seems, though he made that Raven, obviously. Bunker defending the ramp, and now siege tanks coming out. So though they have the same opening, the 1-1-1 opening, they're already going for very different approaches. Mass Hellions with Marine Marauder for SjoW, it seems, and BratOK is going for more of a mech build for now. He already has a Raven, getting siege tanks out. Let's see what kind of combination he's gonna make. Once again he's switching, this time the starport with the barracks, so he's gonna attach the starport to the reactor. Seems like he wants to double the production of something. Let's see what's gonna be. Oh, Vikings incoming. Okay, some air defenses getting ready, several Hellions here, and the Medivac loaded with Marines getting ready for a drop on the main base of BratOK. Not sure if he's going to be full north side or right here on the west side. Seems like he's going to be the west. He's getting close to the ledge. Oh, the nice timing on that supply depot. Was able to just detect this drop. He's going to be able to defend it. Meanwhile, there's several Hellions waiting at the door. I think this is going to be a two-way attack. Here he comes, pulling back with his Marines. Just way too many opposition there. But the Hellions are just advancing here to the mineral line. Oh, massive damage with those infernal pre-igniters. Burning away all of those SCVs. So many kills. Oh, what a pain. My god, just killed so many there, and finally got fended off while the Medivac loaded all his units and ran away once again. Actually lost 2 Marines there, but there was a big damage there on the SCV line. Look at the gap after that kill. 30 against 19, big gap in favor of SjoW. BratOK is gonna have to rebuild his SCV line, obviously. And he actually cancelled the build here. Okay, he's going for a reactor on these racks. What else is getting here? Bunker to defend. Let's change to the production tab. Yeah, seems like that SjoW is getting some air defenses, Vikings coming out, and transitioning as well to some kind of mech build. Doesn't seem like he's going to go straight Marine for now. He's kind of a mix at the moment. Doesn't have much of a straight line following here. And here comes BratOK with his Raven and 2 Vikings as a scout. Not sure if he's gonna try to advance on the base, but I mean there's not much of a ground power to shoot down the units from SjoW, and the Marines are fairly effective against air units, so might be a good idea to just pull back and wait for reinforcements. And there they are, the reinforcements. BratOK, 2 siege tanks, some Marines advancing, while the air units are trying to just scout this edge here, and the Marines are just waiting for them. Here it is. This tank with siege tank actually is able to reach this this bunker. Yeah, it's gonna get salvaged so he can finish it and stop with this harass. And meanwhile he's taking his time while he's advancing. He's picking up his natural expo, and this is the way to do things. While you apply the pressure on your opponent, you go for the expansion, you try to invest in it in such a way that you're able to just pin him down, control his advance, and stabilize your expo at the same time. As you can see, it's already working here. There's still not much going on. Income wise, let's see how things are. He is a bit ahead, but not that much, and the harvester count actually got balanced once again. Seems like that BratOK has been recovering all the SCVs he lost on that offensive with the Hellions, but he is pulling back to the Zelnaga watchtower and just staying here waiting for probably reinforcements. Let's see what is he building at the moment. Okay, he's getting more siege tanks to reinforce and more barracks getting built. Lots of racks going on here. 3 racks pretty soon, and he's gonna advance once again. I think he was waiting for those 2 siege tanks and moving ahead. His air units are just trying to flank on the side. I think he spotted something because there's a big move here. 2 Medivacs loaded with siege tanks and Marines with the backup of those Vikings, but got completely intercepted. Oh, he lost the siege tank on that drop, and there goes the Medivacs and the Raven. Oh, big damage here. This drop was just a complete fail. He missed it totally, and BratOK just was able to sense that, to detect it, because he was heading down south to the main base of SjoW, and all of a sudden he just turned ahead. And now this siege tank with visibility from the Vikings is able to destroy the final harasser there on the ledge. On this map there's the tendency to harass a lot here to abuse the ledge, but seems like that this time BratOK was just waiting for it, and now he's preparing to move on, getting his Marine Marauder Ball, followed by a couple of Vikings for air support, and the siege tanks going ahead. Meanwhile, there's Hellions staying there, and here he goes, BratOK and SjoW facing on the Xel'Naga Watchtower. Oh, he's taking a lot of time to siege those tanks, and he just lost 2 while sieging. I think it was a big build there, a big toll to pay, and I don't think he should have actually sieged those tanks, because he just lost 2 of them while they were just sieging. Big blow there, he pretty much lost most of his army. BratOK is now holding into his natural expo, doesn't have much of an army count. Both of them are fairly balanced, actually 72-80, but on the units, as you can see, it's 1 siege tank, 1 marine, 5 marauders, and SjoW is ahead. He's moving ahead in the army count. He is a bit ahead. 10 marines, 3 siege tanks, and 7 marauders. Actually placing some here on the top of this hill so he can have range to anything passing here. Especially with the siege tank, he's going to be able to defend it for a long time. Meanwhile, seems like that BratOK is going to make a payback into that drop that he had on his expo. Here it is, following in all his units. He actually left a marauder on the back. Kinda curious. Now dropping all the marauders on the mineral line of the natural exo, pulling all those SCVs away, once again picking them up, left 1 marauder, single marauder away there, just on the hill on the other side, and now a drop on the main base. Here comes SjoW's forces to defend this assault, and he's gonna have to pull back. There it is, once again going to the ledge. He actually left this marauder here, which I find interesting, but yeah, here he goes, he's pulling back. It was just no success there, losing some Vikings completely useless. Just futile losses there, I would say. And meanwhile, SjoW is messing up a big army. As you guys can compare there on the unit count, SjoW is ahead on the army count by a lot. Once again, a second drop going down for BratOK on the expo, but this tank needs to be closer to be sieged and actually drop some bombs on top of that orbital command. And there's a second one with the Medivac loaded with SCVs, while the blue blob from SjoW is advancing. Big push there, focus fire on the units on the hill, and now there's not enough of a line for BratOK to defend this. Big push, Marine Marauder Ball with siege tanks on the back, backing this up, while BratOK is trying to harass here the base, but it's basically nothing compared with the push that he's getting now. A big offensive wave. He almost lost his orbital command on the natural expo. Actually, it's on fire, and he's gonna lose it unless he repairs it properly. Big advance, Steamed Marine and Marauders right on top of the main base from BratOK, and BratOK just GG's out of the match. Way too much pressure, and this small push that he did isn't enough. The only unit that was actually hitting the orbital command was the siege tank. Well, this is the first match from the semifinals. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm gonna take a look at the other ones. If there's anyone worth it, I'll upload it soon enough. See you all later, have fun.